I wanted to do a Pocket Rio Filofax video as a wallet, and my house is full of people, so I'm gonna do it out on my deck with no sleeping dogs today, although I don't know if I'll finish it out here, so maybe there will be. This is the Pocket Rio that I got on clearance on top of my Portland Personal, and you can see it's about as wide and just a little short. The leather looks a lot like I imagine the chameleon would look. I've never seen one in real life, but I hear that the chameleon leather is very soft, probably a little more like the personal Portland, whereas this is feels like leather, but it's hard. It's a hard leather, more like a structured purse would be, or a structured wallet. It's very nice. You can see it's grained. There's the Filofax F. And it has, well, mine has 3/4 inch about rings. When I tried to find the information online, I don't think it's a Filofax they make anymore, so I got varying measurements for the rings, anywhere from half to 3/4 and anywhere from 19 to 23 millimeters. So somebody's wrong there, but I'm not sure who. When I measured it, I got about 19 or 20 millimeter rings and about 3/4 of an inch. So this is working out very well as a wallet for a few reasons. It's got a long billfold slot, a very big one, to hold. I don't usually have a lot of money, but it holds money, receipts, coupons. I've got some prescriptions in here, and my money, some old money that I collected back here because I read somewhere that carrying money with you is good luck. And that's what makes it a really good wallet to me. The Rio has a fabric inside. That's not my favorite feature. I don't think fabric will ever last as long as leather will. So, not, I mean, I like the pattern actually. The Rio, when they made it, came in a couple colors, I think a green and a tan or a cream, and I'm sure that it went a little bit better with those colors than it does with the pink. Like I said, I do like the pattern though. I looked to see if you could still get the Rio. Couldn't find it on a Filofax site, but I did find it at some retailers for about $60, which is I think what it retailed for new. It is not a brand new one, and I think Pocket Filofaxes have gone up in price, but I saw a couple 60 on up, and eBay UK had a few now that are very reasonable, in the gray and the green and the cream colored, I think, and definitely as a wallet, this is really nice. Certainly cheaper than a leather wallet. Also, it has a mesh pocket, also not really my favorite, although it does make it easy to see what you have in here, and I just have a bank receipt and these repositionable tabs that I use a lot. I think they're from Avery. They are a little bit better in larger sizes because if you're not, you can use them on the side, but if you're going to use them on the top, you really do have to cut some off, which I have done. But I really like the tabs a lot. They're very sturdy, very sticky. There's another pocket back here where I just have a sheet that I was using as a template, and yeah, that's it. The Pocket Rio, although I think it's a really good wallet, does not have any credit card slots, which is really fine. Even when they have credit card slots, they're not really a lot of credit card slots, so you kind of have to hack something to carry credit cards. And I found this zip top pouch that's very cute, and I put holes in it. I think it's a vinyl. And the back of it, the difference between this pouch and my other one is this pouch has 2 credit card slots, which hold more than one. And that's really all I have to carry, so that works out really well. This was a three pocket credit card or business card holder that came into my personal, and I really am not using my personal, and I just can't seem to make it work. So I taped the edges and cut off the bottom credit card slot, and it fits very well in a pocket to carry stamps, receipts, anything. These are some of my new dividers, and making them out of cards. I posted about it. I really like doing this a lot. It's a lot more fun. I don't tab them because I can't seem to cut tabs really well, and there's so many tabs available. It's silly to drive myself crazy to cut perfect tabs. And the other disadvantage is when you when you cut tabs, you cut them in a set, so they're stacked, and that means you can never remove one without having a blank tab space, and you can't move them around. So I am much happier cutting a tab like this, or cutting a divider like this, and tabbing it wherever I want to tab it. I think that works out pretty well for me. I have a few pages that I use as kind of a dashboard. These are called Memo Pit stickers or Memo Pit tabs. They come from JetPens, and they just stick anywhere, and you can make little notes or anything you need to keep right in front of you that isn't sticky, because it's easy to stick on things like this, but it's not easy to stick on a business card that you need to keep track of. These are the inserts that came with the Olympic line burst organizer, and they're beautiful. They're aqua on white, and I would love it if Filofax made a set like this. I mean, it's definitely readable, but it's calming, and it's just pretty. I really like that color combination. Very nice. So these are the sheets that I'm using for tracking things like water and medicine and vitamins. It's working out pretty good, but honestly, well, getting an iPhone to focus is a little bit of a chore. These are very tiny. I can show you compared to the head of a pen. That's about the size of the pen you need to write with, and that's just really small. Love the pen though. It's Miffy, and it's grape scented. I got it from JetPens. It's really great, and it fits in the pen loop of this pocket. I found an interesting thing about the pen loop on this pocket, which is newer than my Portland. My Portland has two very small pen loops in leather. This has a leather one also, but it's much bigger. So I guess they started to make bigger pen loops at some point. I don't really like the elastic ones. I think my ideal would be leather on top and an attachment of elastic on the bottom so that they can expand but not stretch out, but you don't have to see the elastic. That would be great. Here's another one of the dividers I made from a card, and I've got a tab on the top of this one. That's a little sticker I got recently. So I go into the to-do sheets. These came with the Olympic line burst. Excuse me, I'm trying to move these pieces of wood that I'm leaning on. And I like these. I like these inserts a lot. I like that there's a running, this is the month across, so if I could circle the day or I could just figure out where I am, that's really nice. It doesn't take up any room, like putting a calendar in here would. This is really good. It uses the top space. These are the dated inserts. The dates are on this side, and they go all the way across. And my to-do sheets are in between this week on 2 pages. So I've been able to use this for to-do sheets if I'm more concise than I usually am, which is a little difficult for me. I still use a bigger one because I sort of think my day through and my week through on by writing, and everything doesn't end up getting done, or sometimes things are advanced planning, and I can't really do that in a pocket size. But it's really nice that it's in my wallet. I could take my grocery list, which I'm always losing. Here's another one of these. This is the wide one, and I had to cut off the edge because I had it on the top at one point, but it works out really fine. There's a couple of stickers on there. I recently cut apart a moleskin graph notebook. I think it was the Kaye. And the Kaye comes in a package of 3 for $12.95 and gets you a lot of sheets because you get 2 per sheet, which is 4 sides. And if you cut up the whole book, you end up with, I think, 240 sheets, I figured out, for less than $13, which is much cheaper than anybody's branded paper, really. And the other advantage is I'm writing on a spaces that are similar to what I'm writing on before, what I'm used to writing on, I mean, which means that I don't, let me see if I can get this graph. I don't have to alter my handwriting. Okay, let me find that again. I'll show you. So you can see the line spacing. Oh, that's the wrong one. This is pocket. This is pocket line spacing, and you can see that the graph, well, I don't know if you can see the iPhone is a bit of a chore, but the graph paper is just a scroochy bit bigger than the lines on the pocket. Not huge, but enough that it makes a difference, and you don't feel, I don't know, writing on this, it seems so much more spacious to me than writing on this, and I'm not really sure why. The line spacing is a little bit wider, and it just makes a huge difference. So cutting down sheets that I'm used to writing on is a little bit easier for me than trying to write on this, which ends up feeling cramped and looking cramped, and I have to alter my handwriting. So this is the week on a page, on 2 pages layout from the Olympic line burst. It's really kind of nice. And this was the, I keep saying ruler, but it's not a ruler. It doesn't have any ruler marks. It's just a bookmark. with the London 2012 logo. This one is all over the Olympic binder. Sorry, I have to move again. My foot's falling asleep. So this is another one of the Avery tabs, uncut, with 3 little birdies that came from jet pens. I think they're called index stickers. I clamped together my sheets that I'm not currently using, whether they're date sheets or line sheets or whatever, because if I'm looking for something, this is a whole stack I don't have to go through because they're unused. Even the line paper is aqua on white, which is really pretty. So I think this came with it. This is in a larger Filofax. This would be considered a document holder, but it don't have any documents that small. But I did find out something. My family brought me back a euro when they were in Paris, and the euro is actually the same size as this document holder. So, and this is a Filofax branded item. So if you have a pocket without this billfold slot, which they don't all have them, this would be a great place to hold money. It fits perfectly, really. And you can certainly stick something in front of it so that nobody sees that it's money, or you could just keep your money there. The other thing is another pouch. Easy, really easy to punch with a zipper. Certainly could keep money in something like this too. And this is, I have to repunch this. I made one for my mini Capri, and it was a divider, but it's too small in here. I mean, it misses a hole. So I got another one of these these Sock Monkey cards, and I'm going to repunch it for an actual divider. The other side of the Rio has a pocket, which is a little more functional, I would say, than the one that was in the Capri, which was almost unopenable. This one is decent. It's a little bit tough to get change out of, and honestly, I actually use a change purse for most change. There's a couple of like store cards in here where you get a discount. But overall, this is working out very well for me. I switched from, oh, my nails look good in the sunlight. I don't know. Another one of those problems with focus, but it's got stars on it. I don't know if you can see that. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So what I was using for a wallet was essentially a giant clutch. It was probably at least that wide, and probably, it was just huge. It was just ridiculous. And I ended up stuffing it, so it was like big too, and it ended up taking up a lot of space. Well, I'm very happy that I can take this with me and have everything I need, and not have that giant clutch, which I think was supposed to be a purse, and I was using it as a wallet. So this is something that's working out very well. I used the Olympic line burst pocket also, and that worked out well. And I tried the mini, and that was just a fail. I mean, I set it up and then took it apart. And since the pocket worked, I thought I would try the personal, because the personal has never really worked for me. But taking it out in stores is sort of like, it wasn't as good for me as taking this out. This is more wallet size, more wallet shape. Definitely an improvement over my giant clutch, and I can still take notes or write notes or grocery lists, things like that. So I would say this is a really good wallet. It's also a really good Filofax, and I know that they're around, particularly on eBay, particularly on eBay UK. For I saw a couple that were $20 or less. Um, I think it would be a good investment. So I guess that's it, and I guess no dogs, but I got a shot of my yard here. I don't even know what's in there. I'm sure it's all manner of stuff. I got a lot of trees here. And there's my garden with my herbs. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.